Hey everyone. In my family, we have a lot of stories that get repeated every single time we gathered around a dinner table. But there was one legendary fishing trip disaster that my mom will never let any of us forget. It's the story of the day my dad tried to be a hero on the water and ended up losing an entire afternoon of catch to the river. It happened a few years ago when we went on a camping trip up in northern New Mexico. The weather was perfect, the water was crystal clear, and my dad was determined to catch enough trout for dinner. He spent an hour perfectly organizing his prized possession, a giant vintage 3-tier tackle box. It was packed to the brim with every single lure, hook, and sinker he had owned since he was a teenager. We were fishing along a steep, muddy bank right next to the rushing current. My dad hooked onto a massive fish. He swears to this day it was a record-breaking 20-inch brown trout. He got so excited that he forgot exactly where his feet were. He took one step back and slipped on the mud and went completely airborne. He splashed face first into the river. And as he reached out to save himself, he knocked open his tackle box straight into the quick, fast current. And suddenly, the giant fish was gone. My dad was soaking wet, and hundreds of plastic neon lures were floating down the river like a parade. It was a mess. We spent the next 2 hours chasing plastic bobbers downstream instead of actually fishing. We ended up having to eat plain hot dogs for dinner that night. But to this day, when my dad says he's going to get his gear ready, my mom always asks him if he remembers his life jacket. Thanks for listening, and I can't wait to hear your guys' family stories.